Welcome back to Yeet Street's YouTube channel, everybody. My name is Dylan. We have the full lineup for the Ken Climo prototype discs. We're out here at Diavolo. We're just gonna, not really any challenges or anything today. We're just gonna try and shoot these pretty well. We're gonna see how they fly. These are gonna be my first impressions of them. And I'll let you know my thoughts along the way. Let's get into it. All right, we're playing hole one from the blues. I think it's just a good showcase to start for these discs. We have two of each mold. We have the driver, which is called the Skyway. We have the Midrange, which is called the Belleair. And we have the putter, which is called the Champ. So we're gonna see how these three fly. This shot shape is just kind of a straight down the fairway and then take a left. Pretty stock, just like straight to hyzer shot. I'm just really interested to see how these things behave. All right, first shots of the day, and we're gonna try the Champ first. We're gonna get some throws off first, and then we'll talk about the plastic. I'm gonna give it a little bit of hyzer. It says 2300 for the flight numbers. Oh, no. That's no flip up. Hold on. That's why we got two. That's correct. A little more credibility. Yeah. So I'm just now realizing that's a black disc, so it might be hard to see on camera, but that was a beautiful flight. Okay, let's take a look at the Belleair. This is 5402. I like those numbers. We'll see if they agree with me. Interesting. All right, let's give that a little more height. I might really like that, actually. Wow, all right. Comes out pretty clean. Here's the driver. This is the Skyway. Numbers are 11, 4, -1, 3. So let's see how we feel about this. Oh no. Oh my gosh. That came out so smooth. It was so clean. All right. Oh, a little to the right. Oh, it's got some drift. Well, tree kick to park is usually my play. Let's go check them out. All right, first impressions we have to put on the back burner for a little bit because I can't really judge these discs based off of warm-up. But I will say, hot take, I think drivers are easier for me to throw well right off the rip. I think the depth of the mid-range and the putter just gets to me for some reason. All right, let's talk. We'll take a look at the profiles a little bit, and then I'll talk to you about the hand feel and whatnot. This is the Skyway right here. It's got pretty good dome. I think it's nice, not too much, so it's comfortable in the hand. I think it's got a nice, like soft bevel on the bottom where it's, comfortable in a forehand and a backhand for me. The Belleair, the mid-range, we got right here, looking like that. Interesting, we got a bead on the bottom. It does have some dome on it, but it's kind of, the edge is rounded, but then it kind of flattens out a little bit, which feels very nice in the hand. And here's the Champ putters. All right, looking just like that. Again, bead on the bottom, but as far as mold shape goes, I like it. All right, hole two, we got about 300 feet here. I think it's another good test of how these guys, I'm gonna throw putters on backhands. I'm gonna try a forehand and backhand with the mid-range, and then we're gonna try two forehands with the drivers. We're gonna throw the putter first, flat to anhyzer. Just try and punch it. All right, that came out on hyzer, so let's try and do what we said we were gonna do. There we go. Wow! That thing really straightens out. Huh. Let me check if you can see that thing on camera, because else I'm not going to throw it. All right, it looks like you could barely see that, so maybe we'll only throw that one for like open open shots where we got a good background. All right, Belleair. So we'll try our backhand first, and we will definitely give this anhyzer because I know it's gonna fight out of it, but we'll try anyway. Oh, it was inside the whole way, but it was a good release. Now, let's check this thing out on forehand. Uh-oh, first forehand of the day coming right up. Oh yeah. That's not bad at all. 2 drivers, 2 forehands. Let's get it done. Flex out of it. Okay, these are not overstable. Give it a little bit of hyzer. And let it ride. That'll work. That's pretty, man. Skyway or the highway, baby. Let's go. Yes, I know the putt came out a little wobbly, but it went in, so. All right, don't worry. We're done with the 6 off the top shenanigans, all right? You're just gonna see the best one for each hole. I'm gonna throw the drivers on this tee box, and you're gonna see the best one of it, just so you guys can see some good flights. But we will talk about the plastic, okay? It looks like the Belleair and the Skyway are made out of the same plastic, but the putter plastic is very, very interesting. The mid-range and driver plastic, it feels just not like, I know Ken Climo manufactured these with Discraft, but this doesn't feel like any Discraft plastic I've ever felt. This feels like if I would combine like Star Plastic and maybe K1 from Castaplast or something like that, with the flexibility of MVP's Eclipse plastic, if you want to get that technical with it. But bottom line is it feels good. It's slick but not slippery. It's flexible but not gummy. It's just like a really good plastic that you want to have your prototype disc in. As for the putter plastic, again, very surprised. I would not call this tacky or sticky by any means. It feels like the most premium you can get a base plastic to be without it being premium plastic. Like, it feels a little hard, it feels smooth but not slick, right? So if you like your putters a little bit smoother and less sticky, then you might really like this plastic. Let's drive some Skyways. Pipe the gap, a little hyzer. Okay. So that turned over on me. Interesting. I noticed that you guys were only gonna see the best drive of the hole, but if this drive is good, you're gonna see it as well. All right, that drive landed right here. Honestly, a great drive, you know? If I had a like straight to stable mid-range in the bag, I'd probably use that for this approach shot. So, gonna try and take that left gap. Almost on the island. Cool. Well, not island, platform. We're out here, right here. If I were a real champ, I would probably birdie this. I guess it's called the champ. Okay. All right, we're gonna throw hole 4 here. It's just a long bomb through the gap and then fade to the left. Give it a little bit of hyzer because it's downhill. Oh, baby, fade. I think that might have went too long. That was so good. Oh my gosh. I wonder if there's some way that this drive is gonna be better than that. Turn off of that? That's insane. And a little flare skip at the end, that might end up being better. I don't know if you saw that. Turns out the Skyway kind of rips. I mean, you put this thing on hyzer, it flips up beautifully, carries, drifts a little bit, and then finishes. You put this thing flat, well, I say you, I mean I put this thing flat and it saved me, right? I was heading right towards those trees and it just turned buttery off of those trees and still somehow, even though it was low to the ground, had enough time to catch a little hyzer and skip across the ground into the gap. Let's see where these ended up. All right, I see that one there. That's the one that skipped. There's the basket. I think that one over there, is it that? Wait, yeah, that guy. I think he is the first shot, and I think that's the better shot. Okay, so yes, that second one was the better shot, but I'm deciding to take this one because I think it films better, and I have just the disc in my bag that I want to use for this shot, and it is called the Belleair. Gotta work on my standstills. Oh, almost made it all the way. Pretty good shot, fine. Nothing spectacular. I don't know if eagle's in our books today. Okay, I lied. This is about to be the most aesthetic eagle you've ever seen. Eagle. It's a soft par 5, but let's still get it. Come on, champ. Oh! Peculiar. All right, we're switching hats because I knew it was gonna be hot and nobody wants to see my hat hair, for sure. Let's go ahead and do hole 5 here. We got 230. Should be a good shot for the putter. We're gonna give this thing some credit for stability here. We're not gonna throw it on hyzer, too much hyzer anyway. Yeah, or just put it in the basket. Oh, hey. That was really nice. Okay, all right. The champ is impressing me. Yeah, I gotta say, I think it's growing on me. I think I was like, at first, not used to the smooth putter plastic because my links are just, like I putt with very beat up links, exo soft links, but this plastic is growing on me. Okay, I don't know how good this hole is gonna be to film, but we're just gonna try it out. We got the mid-range, we got the Belleair, little forehand. It's only 230. We're just gonna float it out there. I just wanna see how we do with it. Okay, that's my bad. I didn't give it enough credit for the stability. Let's, need to give it a little more if you're powering down. Yeah, exactly. So I gave that last drive not a lot of power, but I just wanted to see how it would flex out if I gave it not a lot of power and appropriate angle control. And it turns out it's parked. So, woohoo! We're gonna play the red tee on hole 7 just to give these putters another chance to shine. I would love to get this just straight up the gap. Nothing too fancy. I mean, yeah, that's, yep. Okay, well, it was a birdie. Rolled all the way down. Cool. Let's try the second one, get him a little bit higher, hopefully. Whoa! I didn't see where that went because I fell off the tee pad. Turns out it went long of the basket, but I think it's a cooler shot to film. So, let's make a putt. Let's make a putt. Okay, just imagine if it went in. It would have been so cool. Just look at how beautiful it is. Ugh, I love winter in North Carolina. Like I said, I knew it was gonna heat up just a little bit. So we're gonna do one more wardrobe change because I am toasty. This hole is 280? 280. Out over the water, go to the left, over that fence. All right, Belleair, let's see what we got. Yeah, I mean, that's probably 20 feet. It went straighter than I expected, but I did get a good snap on it. Let's try one more, maybe give it a little bit hyzer. Yeah. Go left. Oh, wow. That's interesting. Once it starts going left, it really wants to go, which I kind of like. I think that's very useful. Yeah, so both of these were pretty darn good, and I think very appropriate flight indicators of how they behave in the air. I'm gonna be honest, due to personal biases, I feel like a lot of mid-ranges that sort of claim to be an 0.2 or slightly overstable mid-range are more just like pushing straight to hyzer discs, and they just kind of glide a little bit and they fade but not super hard, like truly overstable mid-ranges. But this disc I really feel like goes straight for a bit and then cuts left or right, depending on which way you throw it. You know, not necessarily in a driver sort of way, but definitely has some move to it, which is really nice. All right, we're gonna do a few last impressions before we open up the throttle here on hole 9. The putter, starting with the putter. Like I said, it took me some warming up. I'll be honest, right? It took me a little bit to warm up to it because again, I'm really kind of unfamiliar with this smooth plastic. But once I did warm up to it, it really kind of, the smoothness of it, it's kind of funny to say, it just comes out of the hand very smooth. You're gonna love the Champ if you like a putter that doesn't have too much tackiness but still has a decent amount of grip. It's a straight shooter, but it doesn't want to turn over that much. I mean, yes, these are new for sure, and they'll definitely beat into like dead straight, but right now they're just kind of going straight and then fading, which is really nice in a putter slot. The Belleair, the mid-range, very, very nice. Very nice. Like I said, was saying on the last hole, it goes straight and then it cuts in, right? Really, really good slot to have, right? Assured fade. Decent on forehand, really nice on backhand. It just feels comfortable. I think the dominess is absolutely perfect. A really good disc, to be honest. And the Skyway, you're really only gonna like if you have a 4th annual Yeet Street Amateur Meet t-shirt on and your name is Dylan. That's pretty much all I gotta say about that. This thing is wild, really, really nice. I think it has maybe a little bit more glide than 4, but it's time to find out. Yeah, I think that's just a fine drive. Let's give this one a little bit more credibility, a little flatter. See how we do. That one turned right over. Interesting. We got up to here. We're gonna take another little forehand. We're gonna throw the Skyway again and see how it goes. Little forehand. Not enough turn and not enough push. Let's get a little more zip on that. There we go. Little skip, forward skip. That was a left skip. I think the Skyway flight numbers are pretty accurate if you're going to be throwing around 300 to 350 feet. I think that makes sense. It's going to be straight. It's going to be a decent finish at the end. I think it might be a touch more understable, which could be very, very good for lower arm speed players in that slot, or in higher arm speeds, if you want to be able to give your disc some hyzer, have it flip up to flat and ride, that's a good thing. Or you can absolutely use it as a little turnover, which is really nice, or I guess I should say a large turnover for big shots. That's unfortunate. I think there's a lot of good things about this putter. The thing, of course, that I'm used to is having a little bead at the bottom. I think it's nice, it really hooks my finger really well. It's just a good thing for me to have on my putters. But if you don't really like that, then you might need to find something else. But if you like your beaded putter, but it's too tacky, too sticky, you want something a little smoother that has just as much straight power and a little bit of glide, could be a very, very good option. Last few thoughts. Quite honestly, I have nothing bad to say about any of these discs. It just comes down to personal preference. These are all good molds, right? But some people like throwing the Envy, some people like throwing the Proxy, you know? It just comes down to personal preference. I will say, regardless of what you think your preference is, you should definitely check these out because they could be very, very nice options. The Belleair and the Skyway might just be going straight in my bag. I might do a little bit more activity with these over on my socials and my YouTube. We're gonna find out. I'm not sure what plans I have yet, but thanks to Yeet Street for giving me some fun new molds to try out. These are fantastic. You should definitely take a look at these. To take us out, I'm just gonna throw all of these on hole 10 here. You can stay if you want, but if not, I'll see you on the next video. Yeah, okay, so that Whew. Thanks for watching. Bye.